either way, you didn't beat us. And the time before that, you didn't beat us. So, man ain't worried about you, man.
Oh, okay.
I'll be real.
All right.
Do you know what I'm saying? The last season where you nearly won the league, you didn't beat us.
Okay.
Not once.
Arsenal didn't beat Fulham. Are Fulham better than Arsenal?
That's not the point. I'm saying I don't care about you, man. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't care about you, man.
Fun and games until a ball got to get kicked.
Listen, you see that Klopp aura and that aura started to fade. You know the ones, and now it's not even Klopp no more. It's not even Klopp no more, bro. You see the aura thing that you had, I can't wait because, brother, I swear to you, bro, you man need to win, bro. Because, blood, if we beat Liverpool, brother, I'll be real, change your number.
Man United takeover is imminent. We're hearing the Qatari bid is the one that's taken over. It's the one that's going to be accepted, and it's the one that is going to go through. Hallelujah, man. We can't wait.
Somebody smell like shit! Somebody smell like shit! Wait! Somebody smell like shit! No! Somebody smell like shit!
Welcome back to another episode of Big Six Bants, and we are here for another update show. You know what I'm saying? Liverpool have officially announced Jeremy Frimpong. Liverpool have also launched a £111/130 million bid for Florian Wirtz. Arsenal in very heavy talks for Benjamin Sesko. Of course, the lap, you know what I'm saying, choosing Chelsea, as we spoke about briefly yesterday as well. And of course, Al are pushing heavy for that Bruno Fernandes signature. Obviously, they've given a deadline in which they want their answer from Bruno. But Amram has come out and said Bruno is giving out a lot of no's at the moment. So we'll see what happens with Bruno Fernandes and whether he decides to jump ship or stay with the guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying Happy Fernandes Friday. You know what I'm saying? A shout out Carefree Lewis for the raid as well. Make sure you go subscribe to Carefree Lewis. Make sure you also go subscribe to Bob Sports as well, Joey's channel. And thank you so much for 18,000 subscribers. We're now on the way to 18.1. We're halfway there already. Make sure we're pushing for 20k as well. Shout out everyone in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're joining the Discord. It's in the link below as well. Make sure you all join the Discord. Pops off over there. Shout out Omo, Certified Ed, Leon the Professional, Kamal. You know what I'm saying as well? Fireburn, Mido, you know what I'm saying? Midoriya as well in there. Troy King's in the house as well. Warrior J, as he does as well, popping in some news for Man City and Liverpool as well. You know what I'm saying? There's so many man here as well. Shout out Jay Rich, Saint Cyr as well. And yeah, man, let's just get into it, man. You lot, make sure you smash the like button as well, man. There's already 260 in the house, man. Nice and early. Also, you can see down below here. You can see obviously the QR code if you lot like that VPN stuff, you know what I'm saying, where you want to watch entertainment. It's not quite available in your country. Obviously, our BSB sponsor is there. So make sure you scan this QR code. The link's also in the description below. And there's a promo video that we've sorted out as well that I'll probably pop at the end of the video, at the end of the stream as well. And yeah, more to come. A little bit of Ryan Cherky news on the side as well for the Man City stuff. Pep Lindley's set to become part of Manchester City's side as well. Will join Pep Guardiola's team. So Pep is joining Pep. Our former number 2 is joining Pep as well. Exclusive story. And Kolo Toure is looking to join them as well. So Kolo Toure also part of our former team as well. Back in 2018 and 2017, Kolo Toure was part of our coaching staff.
Kolo Toure is joining Pep staff.
Yeah. Yeah, but Kolo Toure is in the coaching.
He's the manager that got rid of his brother.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah,
I know. Okay, he's working on it. It's actually a bit.
No, I was thinking of something else, but don't mind me.
Wait, kids, what do you think of what I was thinking?
Yeah, I think so, of course. I think so. But it's fine. We can get into that later on if it happens or whatever.
But I was thinking two things. Yeah, I was thinking two things.
Yeah, I was thinking two things as well. I thought it was
weird that Otto hadn't mentioned it. I thought it was weird.
That's one.
That was one of them. Yeah.
Now.
Huh?
It just popped up now. Like Frab just tweeted.
No. I'm not talking about that. I was talking about something else. You know, you had Liverpool announce Frimpong, Saudi pushing for Bruno. Like, wasn't there something else that happened today? Or maybe I'm mistaken.
But Real Madrid and Trent. We knew, but the Trent news, because Trent got the here we go and announced he was leaving at the start of the month.
Wait. When it's made official, we'll do it. You won the league a few weeks before, but you waited until the trophy list.
Brother, you man are being so weird.
No, but that's not even that. You said the same thing for Frimpong. Frimpong's here we go was last week as well. So it's the same thing.
Yeah, brother. Look, man said announce Frimpong. Like, how about Real Madrid?
Yeah, it's getting. Be real, it's getting weird. We've actually done 100 streams. We've actually done 100 streams on Trent. 100 streams on Trent.
Like making a big headline. Just mention it.
That's fine. As I said, we'll mention how Trent obviously is going there for the Club World Cup, and we've now got 10 million at least instead of getting 850k. So there's that as well. And there's Ryan Cherky to City along with Tajani Randers. Yeah, so it's 850k how much they offered, and then they came back.
Oh, so you got a little fee for Trent then?
We got a little, no, just for him to play in the Club World Cup rather than him going in thing.
You know, big up Trent. You know what? Big up Jeremy Frimpong as well. Speaking of devil, I just got a picture to show the panel and the viewers. Let me just get it up. Excusez-moi.
Excusez-moi.
Yeah. Nice seeing you, Jeremy.
This guy's so weird.
Now listen, look, Jeremy, look, mate. If you're watching this, Jeremy, look. I know you want to come to
Arsenal. A Liverpool fan, Corey.
I get it. I know you want to come to Arsenal.
Your captain's a Liverpool fan.
Room for you right now. We just haven't got room for you right now. Maybe in 5 years we'll have room. Right now, there's no room. So just enjoy Liverpool, enjoy the you're out there and stuff like that, all that shit. Enjoy all of that, yeah. And we'll see if you got room for you in 5 years. But I know you want to come to Arsenal. Arsenal.
Kids, you know your captain's a Liverpool fan, right?
Sorry.
Oh, you didn't know that?
Oh wait. You
didn't know about O? You didn't know about O?
You thought you man when you were 16.
You didn't know about O, so that's fine.
He's not a Liverpool fan. He's not a Liverpool fan.
You don't like O anymore. You don't like O anymore.
So where's he come out and said that he's a Liverpool fan?
Bro, go and do your research. Casey, go and do your research.
Right, let me find out.
Casey, go do your research. Go do your research. KDB as well. Don't worry about KDB. KDB as well. Listen.
Bro,
don't worry about this. Oh, it's
KDB.
So, bro, him wearing the shirt don't mean nothing.
Why not?
Bro, you man have nice kits. You know what I'm saying? Nice kits in that. Come on,
that's why it is. That's why.
Why do you think we moved to Adidas, K? Why do you think we moved to Adidas?
Bro, listen, I'm just seeing what I see in it. Like,
why do you think we moved to Adidas? To hop on the wave.
Then why didn't he bring it? Then why didn't he wear Adidas kit then for Liverpool?
Because the sponsorship's not started yet. We're not Adidas yet, are we?
No, I'm just starting.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Listen. Speaking of Frimpong, obviously that's probably where we'll start. Obviously, so he is the official right back that's signed today. Obviously, 29.5 million or 35 million euros. So not too expensive. 7 million a year is what Liverpool are going to be paying. Obviously, it's a signing that it's the first signing of the Liverpool of Slot's era. I say Chiesa the first signing, but let's be honest, this is probably the first official signing that's probably going to be utilized. So Conor Bradley and Jeremy Frimpong are going to be Liverpool's new right. Well, I say new. Frimpong the new right back, and Conor Bradley's going to be a right back as well for Liverpool. Probably going like this. So what's everyone kind of thinking? Because
which one do you think is going to start more?
I think Frimpong will start more because we paid for him, but I think Bradley will play way more minutes than he did this season, because Bradley would probably only play when Trent got injured. I don't think Bradley will only play if Frimpong gets injured or suspended.
Actually,
I don't think
which one do you think's better, Bradley or Frimpong?
I think Frimpong's better going forward, but I think because Frimpong played in a back five for Leverkusen, I'm not really too sure about his defensive capabilities as a right back for me, because he plays like a right winger. That's his play style. He likes to take on players. He's short. He's quick. He's got good dribbling and that. But in terms of his actual defending, he hasn't had to defend bare. As a right wing back in a five, you're not doing a bare defending. You know what I'm saying? If anything, you're more going forward. So for me, that right side's probably gonna be the same sort of thing with Konate covering, and maybe Szoboszlai if he's starting to cover the right side. I just think he's going to be a different type of threat to Trent, where it's like, again, he's going to be overlapping. We haven't had an overlapping right back really like that since Trent don't really overlap like that anymore, since like 2019. So for me, it's going to be like he puts in a lot of crosses as well. Obviously, he's nowhere near as good as Trent as crossing the ball, but he's more of a beat, push it past you, get to the byline, fire it low. That's his thing, innit? You know what I'm saying? I ain't really seen that since like maybe Antonio Valencia from Man United done a lot of that. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, when just old school kick it past you, you know what I'm saying, and do the thing. So I think if anything, probably maybe the older style of Robertson that he used to do. So yeah, man, and he's quick. I think the one thing he'll have over Trent defensively for me is his recovery pace, innit? Because he's burners, he's mad fast. But I'm more looking forward to him going forward. I think Bradley's probably more balanced than him, though. I don't know if you. That's what I think. I think Bradley's more balanced than him.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that there's things that you have to like cover with Frimpong, where Bradley's, you're probably not going to see him get up the pitch as much and as deep up, as far up the pitch as per se a Frimpong will. Where like with Frimpong, you probably want to like drop either a Gravenberch back into a center back, or you want to have like two wide midfielders that can cover the space.
Just coming in and doing that a little bit more. Yeah. No, I know what you mean. But I think personally, it's also a signing to kind of give Salah a bit more space, because again, Salah's a year older now, so I don't know if he's going to lose a massive yard of pace, but he's not really as likely to like dribble past the player anymore. He's more kind of distribute it or play central. I think it just allows Salah to get closer to the goal. As players get older, we was having this conversation about Son. These players, when they're like cool, even though I feel like Son is done out here, if you just put him closer to the goal, he's still going to score you goals, innit?
It makes it harder for you to double Salah, just point blank and period.
Yeah, because that's what an overlap does. You know what I'm saying? We was saying about the lack of overlaps when we was watching Chelsea. Like the wingers need more overlaps. Any winger needs more overlaps. It allows wingers to do their thing. So for me, I feel like
it's still cold. Listen, the Son. I'm telling you now, if you lot saw the video I saw of Son, you would not be saying that.
They're getting off the coach.
That brother getting off the coach, when the way he held his back and his knees, that for me, and that was before this season started. You know, sorry, before last season started. I said that, and I said, yeah, this brother's done.
Son's done. Son's been
the season he had, bro. I know, bro. When you see a player like that, bro, holding his knees, and all they rely on is getting a yard. Like Son, literally, his whole game relies on getting a yard on his player and getting a shot off. If he loses that, big trouble. And you saw it this season. How many times was he able to? That's why he scored in clusters, because he probably had certain players he could get a yard on. So he'll get his 2 goals against that guy or his 3 goals against that guy, because there's certain players it works on. But the majority of
the Tottenham fans saying he's finished as well. It's not like the Tottenham fans are defending him. He said he's been done.
We know. Everyone knows.
Come on, man. This season was for everyone to see. I saw it from early in it, but this season,
because 2 seasons ago his numbers were still decent. Actually, his numbers weren't.
Yeah,
he had some decent numbers.
Back on Frimpong though, do you think like he could possibly start playing right wing as well for Salah if Salah needs a rest?
It depends what happens with Chiesa. I think it depends what happens with Chiesa and what happens with Harvey Elliott. I think Harvey Elliott.
I forgot you had Chiesa.
I thought it's Harvey Elliott cutting, because I saw an image of him crying.
Yeah, it looks like the post for me. He loves the club and he's a Liverpool fan and that. But do you know what it is? I just think that he's not in Slot's plans, innit? I think that's probably what it is. He's probably not in Slot's plans.
That's right.
It's like, how can you get someone?
I mean, wasn't he part of? Isn't he like wanted in part of the deal for Wirtz? Like we were.
Yeah. So yeah, Leverkusen. Yeah.
That'll be a good signing for Leverkusen.
Because Leverkusen when City were involved, they I
rate Elliot still. I think
Elliot's good. Elliot's a good player. He's a good player. I just think again the manager. Yeah, Gates is just trying to do the grab thing, but I think Harvey Elliott's a good player. It's just that again, if the manager doesn't fancy him going forward, it's kind of just what it is. Like I think as a squad player, he's fine, especially because if he loves the club, he's not going to mind getting squad player minutes with his quality. Do you know what I'm saying? I think some squad players aren't going to have Harvey Elliott's quality in it. Do you know what I'm saying? But similar to when City wanted Wirtz, I think McAtee was the one they wanted to go the other way. So it's kind of the same thing. There, McAtee is like Harvey Elliott. So
yeah.
If he is included in the deal, it could knock off a couple millions in it. It could knock off, but the bid went in today for 110 in it. So that tells me that he's not part of the deal. Do you know what I'm saying?
It could just be a separate deal, realistically.
Well, that will help for P.
Yeah, you could circle back. You could circle back on this.
Yeah,
that helps us for PSR if it's a separate.
I did hear that Leverkusen's still interested in McAtee though.
Yeah,
they probably will be because they need to find a replacement for Wirtz, 100%.
Yeah,
so, well, they did sign a German kid.
McAtee, Harvey Elliott. I think they do all right in Germany.
I said, I watch a lot of Germany, but
they can't be a replacement for Wirtz.
They already bought a guy to replace him, but he's just a youngster. So I'm sure they'll try to get like two guys to replace.
They'll get a McAtee or Elliott, definitely.
Yeah.
But the thing is that we've seen, I think even like Dortmund going and having Chukwuemeka, like he had a decent spell at Dortmund. He done all right. Cardi done all right over there.
Was that alone? Or is that?
Yeah, we're selling him there this summer though.
Okay. He'll definitely get sold though. He'll definitely get sold.
Yeah.
100% will get sold. But yeah. So as I said, I'm not gonna act like Frimpong's better than Trent because he's not. As I said, I think Trent's the best right back in the world. So whoever you would have got for me is not better than Trent. However, different doesn't mean worse. It's just a different type of threat. My thing is that is his pace going to be enough to bail out his defensive frailties? That's the question for me. He's a right wing back who's going to be playing at right back. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. But I don't think it's a bad signing though. For the little money we've got him for, he's 24 years of age. So it's not like he's old or anything.
Little money.
Yeah, 35 million for him is a good deal.
35 million euros.
Oh, you're talking about Frimpong. Oh, I thought you were talking about what?
No. Frimpong, yeah. So it's not like a mad expensive signing to go like, oh, this is dead. For me, I kind of need to see what he looks like in preseason for me to say that if he's it or if he's like just to kind of gauge what I'm going to see, because I'm not going to act like I've watched bare games of Leverkusen, innit? And on top of that, focused on Frimpong. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, the season
he is one of their highest creators on that team, though. Like,
no, he is. Him and
Ronaldo do like what Leverkusen does. They get him into higher space, like more forward spaces because he is so efficient.
Yeah. No, 100%. But it's one of them ones, isn't it? It's one of them ones. So we'll have to see. Is there anything else that you guys kind of you guys would think about Frimpong? Because obviously, I don't know if you guys have watched Leverkusen a bit more than me.
The only thing is like you're just having Connor Bradley is really good for the dynamic between the two. Like, because like if you only had like that style of fullback, right? Like let's just say it was Frimpong and Trent, you'd like always get there would be no answer to like the real counters of overloading that side. So like it's just good that you have a counter profile to what you are to buying Frimpong, like because Connor Bradley. I mean, there was times this year and the end of the year where Connor Bradley was getting cooked like frequently, but he also has shown himself as a pretty decent defender. So like that's the big
from
thing.
academy graduate, from academy graduate. Yeah,
like he's a decent defender. It's not like he's anything like crazy, right?
It costs us no money now, not at all.
Yeah, so like that, it's just like having that counterbalance to him is just really good. And I don't think, and I also think that there is a possibility he does play some right wing against some lower end teams for Salah to just get some rest in. Like that's something that is very, very, very seeable because
Salah don't want no rest. This is the problem. That how can you
tell? Now he don't want. Maybe before he got his contract though. Maybe before he got his contract.
Yeah, word. Now he's making his extra piece, bro. Even if he don't want that rest, bro, like he's gonna have to get a little bit of rest here and there because he's not Superman, bro. Like,
right,
bro.
He's not Superman.
He kind of is. If we look at it, he kind of is for a player.
I said he kind of is Superman.
Like,
he kind of is.
He plays on average 55 to 60 games a season.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying he's not hungry.
Yeah, but he's been injured from my memory once, like twice, for a decent period, isn't it?
But yeah, but the big thing here is like you got to kind of understand is like
10 years.
Like with the amount of games that they're going to be playing, there is going to be opportunities there. It's not like
bro, there's bare games in the season. They're just increasing games more and more, bro.
Yeah, but this is for Salah to get more and more goals. Like, that's his mindset, Montel. He says in his mindset, more games means more goals. Like I'm playing. Like that's it. I'm telling you, you know this.
I hear it. I hear where you're coming from.
You know.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. And I know what you're saying still, but I think the signing of Frimpong helps him anyways.
100% it helps him. Like subs in game subs kind of thing. Definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
Push him up, bring on Bradley kind of thing.
Yeah,
maybe out a game like
push
that.
him up, bring on Bradley, then you lock off the game because then you got two on that side being able to defend, and you'll actually come back and defend, unlike where Salah doesn't like to get back in those spaces. So
yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, he'd pass to himself if he could. You man know the Salah thing in it. But obviously going forward as well, we'll come back to Liverpool in a second. But Saudi pushing for Bruno Fernandes. You know what I'm saying? Show me the money. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag show me the money. Now, here's the thing. There's this whole discourse of whether like with or without Bruno. Because obviously a lot of times there's been cases where players have left clubs and it looks like it's not the right thing to do, but it depends on the recruitment. Liverpool got rid of Coutinho. Do you know what I'm saying? Arsenal got rid of Aubameyang and improved. You know, Liverpool got rid of Coutinho and improved. Do you know what I mean? There's probably some other examples of teams getting rid of players and then them improving. Maybe City, Aston Villa and Grealish. They got rid of Grealish. On paper, bro, they improved. Look at them now. Bro, they were fighting relegation at one point. Like they got rid of Grealish and they improved. You know, so there are examples of some of these teams getting rid of players and getting better. But do you trust the recruitment? Do you trust the recruitment team if he does need to trust the recruitment?
That's the key. That's the key.
Do you trust the recruitment team if he was to get rid of? Because it's a lot of money up front.
And they should sell. They should sell. But again, like Corey's gonna say,
that money is a lot of money.
Yeah, you should sell him. You should sell him. You should sell him.
A lot of money.
Corey, would you take Mbeumo and more players?
Oh, 1,000,000%. I'll take him. I'll take him.
Because like realistically, Mbeumo could realistically be right back on the table for you because you'll have the money right there.
But I'd have to. This is my
Newcastle want Mbeumo. That means Corey can't get.
Me, in my head,
that's not necessarily true. Bruno, from what I read.
Yeah.
If we sell Bruno, I can't lie. I'd be happy if we get. Well, we're gonna get a striker this transfer window, I believe. And I think we're looking at another midfielder. Preferably, I want another 8. So like an Ederson, I'd take. And then I'd take Mbeumo. And then I'm happy. With that, I'm happy. So a striker, Mbeumo, and Ederson. I'm happy with that. And of course, Cunha's coming anyway.
Right.
But Corey, don't you think that's the market? Don't you think that's the market that you just don't have access to right now?
This is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Ederson, no, I believe he could get Mbeumo. I believe he can get Mbeumo because from what I've seen, it's only Newcastle and United that are in for him. From what I've seen, and I have seen that he would prefer United over Newcastle. I have seen that, but Ederson, that might be a bit more tricky because he plays for Atlanta.
It is. There's other people though. Even if I don't get Ederson, there's obviously Wharton's a stretch because he'll be mad expensive. You've got Balaba there. You've got even, I think there's one more. Balaba's there, bro. Wait, you're saying that Balaba?
Bro, but you're talking about.
That's a pretty penny, bro. That's
Balaba's like 80 M's.
They're gonna go for about
you got to sell to buy, and you're talking about Balaba, bro. You better step out of Harrods right now, fam.
No, this is what I'm saying, but
Corey, I just want you to,
bro. You're in Harrods with a Tesco bag, bro.
I want to take a second and speak to all Manchester United fans, okay? Because I've been listening to a lot of you over the last 2 days and the way that you guys have been speaking about your club, okay?
Balaba's there.
Bro, there is a level of footballer, like, you guys got to understand, there's now that you do not have Champions League football, okay? And you don't have a ton of money to work with. There's a level of footballer that you have to start accepting, okay? Like, that is something, like, today, you guys got linked with Estupinian. And I'm hearing, nah, we can't get it, Stupinian. Nah. I'm like,
that's not bad at all.
But Mont, they're dissuading these kinds of players, bro. And that moment, you need floor raisers.
Trust me, I'm taking that.
We'll take Estupinian.
You wouldn't take Estupinian.
No, that's dead.
Not for them.
Not for United.
Not for
Estupinian's not bad. He's not a bad left back. Let's do that. He's not a bad left back.
He's not bad, but
they've got Luke 4K, bro. Come on.
There has to be.
Let's not do this. Let's not do that.
I'm here.
A fit midfield better than Estupinian, 100%. I'm not even. That's not even
talking about a fit Luke Shaw.
I don't know.
It's like forget it.
Yeah, he's had the injury, K, but I don't know, man. I know he's had the injury.
Right there,
who? Estupinian.
Yes, you could not tell me, bro. Unfortunately, you could not tell me that the start of this season, Luke Shaw's going to play. I don't even know 20 games, and that's
you're right. But I'm just saying in the ideal world, if he
20 games in
I'm just saying, son. Like there has to be some type of understanding with where your fan base has to understand where your football club is when you're talking about a rebuild, which by the way, all rebuilds start in Saudi Arabia. If you didn't know, like all rebuilds start in Saudi Arabia, literally now, like our rebuild, Liverpool's rebuild, like they all started where? Saudi Arabia. So yeah, this is how it starts. Okay. Like, yeah, you sell a player to Saudi Arabia, you get big money for him so you can actually move past what your team is currently. That's what this is. Okay. But you have to understand where you are as a football club at this current moment. You guys are 3 places away from relegation spots. You have to accept solid Premier League players. Like they don't have to be top of the end. You have to accept.
And there's honestly
nothing wrong. I agree. I agree with this, yeah. But the difference is between my rebuild, your rebuild, and Liverpool's rebuild. Your rebuild, you'll go out and buy as many players as possible. So even if some of them are dead, you've got enough players to back you up to try and run something.
Facts.
Liverpool is smart with who they buy. They don't really make terrible signings. They're either a 6 and above, I'd say. Yeah. And that's an Endo as well I'm talking about.
Yep.
Like Endo was portrayed as dead, but I'd give him a 6 as his time as Liverpool. Yeah. With us, bro, you could not tell me, you could not tell me that I'm going to make a smart signing because I've never seen my club make a smart signing. You've just
did.
Yeah.
You just did.
No, I did with Cunha. Cool.
So, like, you're going towards. If we go towards the links, the links are there for you to get rebuilt. Like Embuemo, Anderson. You just said them. These are all players you're actually linked with. You know what I'm saying?
Our problem is we've had so many potential signings we should have made, and we don't make them.
No,
that's happened so many times.
Sometimes you got to look at it as always that when these players, like when you are doing a rebuild, you got to dip into some of these teams. You got to dip into the Brightons. Look at Endo. I brought up this comment for a reason. When we signed Genie, Newcastle were relegated. I'm pretty sure Southampton were still decent when we got Mane, but Southampton were on a decline after like around them time. Well, after that, let's say a few years going forward, like you got to dip into that market of some of the teams and get the best of the rest sometimes, innit? And I'm not saying Estupinian is one of the best of the rest. I'm not saying that, but he's an improvement of what Man United have for their rebuild. maybe it's probably more about his fitness because he had the very long injury, which kind of made people. His stocks definitely dropped because of the injury. It's similar to someone like Rico Henry, whose stocks were crazy high before he got that ACL. Rico Henry's stocks were crazy high. You know what I'm saying?
Arsenal were linked with him.
And he obviously got the injury and that. Obviously, we haven't really heard too much of him since. I think he come back end of the season. So we don't really know what's happening with him. But back to Estupinian, I don't think that, you know, it just depends on like your recruitment. And for me, even though Man United right now, for them targeting Cunha, getting it done, and obviously Mbeumo's kind of looks like we're not sure what's going to happen, but their targets look all right. In terms of who they're going for,
all right, I have a name.
That bad. Estupinian and Mbeumo. If it was to be Estupinian and Mbeumo and Cunha, for the season they've had, it's not that bad, innit?
That's
really
I'm sorry, I can't.
Let me give you a name. Let me give you a name real quick. Let me give you a name. Let me see if this fan base actually would take opinion. I'm going to give a name. Okay,
I wouldn't say Mbeumo and Cunha.
Would you take Christian Norgard in your midfield?
No.
No way. No way.
No. See, that's what I'm saying.
Norgard is not dead though. He'd get into your midfield.
He's not dead, bro. This is what I'm saying. You need a profile.
Wait, why are we talking about Norgard's no scrub though? Wait,
I'm not saying he's dead. This is what I'm saying. They are literally throwing like.
Corey, but these are questions for you. You know, not me. Are you in the country dead in this?
Bro, I'm not even doing the disrespect.
Let me step back. Let me step back for the Arsenal fans, okay? Let me step back for the Arsenal
fans. He's not even the better one. Damsgaard's the better one.
Right, but they need a defensive midfielder, right? Like that's the only reason why I was
Damsgaard's the one who's better than him still.
But let me ask you guys this, right? The two Arsenal fans. When you guys were in that 8th place spot, right? There were players that were underneath you in the league, right? That you felt like that could help your team at that point. When you guys were like in the 8th, 6th spot. There were players there underneath. How many times did you guys get linked with Zaha? You know what I'm saying? Like there was players there that you guys were looking at that could have helped you in those moments. That could have propelled you above where you guys were at that time. Now, obviously, you went a different route, okay? But at this current moment, they need this is the only league they're playing in. So this is why my mindset is you need to get good Premier League players. It doesn't have to be top shelf, but good people who could stabilize this team. Like that's the big issue. It's like a Christian Norgard would actually stabilize the midfield.
You've got bare below mid in your team, like bare fodder in your squad.
We're not in a position for just stabilizing though. Like we can't afford to just stabilize. We're not in that position. Whereas
you need to, but what do you mean?
I know.
You need to
stabilize.
That's the exact position you're in, is to stabilize the team.
My problem is because of how us as fans are. Well, Man United fans are. We're not gonna sit there and accept us just stabilizing anything.
Yes, bear in mind, you don't want the manager out.
It is now. No, bear in mind how toxic it is now with my club. Do you think I'm gonna stabilize and finish 10th?
No. Stabilize meaning you're in and around the European spot. So, like, even not necessarily 10th, but like
what's
8th.
The midfielder who went
no one's telling you to be happy with that. But what you need to do is stabilize to move forward. And before you say the fans have standards, the fans don't have standards because there's a large part of your fan base that don't want the manager sacked. And he's just finished 16th and he's pound for pound the worst manager in the league. So we're not going to go to standards.
What's the midfielder that went from Burnley? What's the midfielder that went from Burnley to Fulham? What's the kid's name? Sanderberg. Now, you tell me that Sanderberg wouldn't have been a better buy than Odegaard.
Oh no, I would have taken Sanderberg. I would have taken Sanderberg. I didn't have an issue with
Someone in the chat come and tell me that.
But at the same time, we had.
Wouldn't have been a better buy than Ugarte.
No, but we had
stabilize the team.
No. Because at that time, I think it was Ugarte, Sanderberg, and there was 2 other midfielders that we were linked to at that time. And we chose Ugarte. Yeah? There was another midfielder I think everyone wanted. I can't remember who it was.
It was Sanderberg.
No. It was Sanderberg, Ugarte, and there was 2 others during the time of us getting a midfielder we were linked to. and I think one of them everyone wanted, and we wasn't too sure on who
Was
got
it Andre?
But either way,
Andre from
that's it. João Neves. João Neves.
That was from Montiel. Yeah.
And even then, all I'm saying is, do you think if we finish 8th next season, that's gonna run?
It's not about whether it will run. Maybe you're talking in terms of hierarchy, isn't it? Maybe it won't run in terms of hierarchy, but cause I'm saying that like you guys again, and I have to take it back to this: when you guys were finishing 4th, sometimes 5th, sometimes 3rd, once or twice 2nd, that was almost deemed not them so much the 2nd places, but the just outside the top 4 finishes was deemed, bro. You sacked Van Gaal, bro. After you won a trophy, like these stuff were deemed not good enough. All the things that weren't deemed good enough now is almost now we're seeing players and managers get excuses that none of the guys then got excuses for. Not excuses Mourinho didn't get, Gal didn't get, Oli didn't get, Lingard didn't get, Lukaku didn't get, Martial didn't get. None of these men got the same excuses.
I don't think the players are getting excuses.
Let me land the point. Cause let me land the point because I'm going somewhere with this, innit? None of them, man, got the excuses that some of the excuses that we're hearing for guys like Amorim and guys like Fernandes are getting now. So I'm saying that before you say that people won't stand for it, I generally think they will because of how bad it really is. Because it's still a major improvement to be back in 6th, 7th, 8th compared to where you are now. You are struggling to do anything positive. Anything, bro.
I can't agree with that because this season, I don't think the players have been given excuses. I feel like the manager has been given the excuse, and that was the excuse of he's only been here for said and so amount of months. Like, I don't think the players, because that's been our issue going forward. We'd always give the player excuses, and then in about 2 years, the manager would be sacked.
I'm not talking about giving the players excuses, though. I'm saying that the previously, your fans would not stand for guys that were doing 10 times better, bro. I'm talking 10 times better than the guys than what we're seeing now. They would
stand for it. The players always had the backing. The players always had the backing for years.
I'm just talking like, look, Oli, 2nd place. I know there's context to it with Oli. I know there's context because you guys didn't enjoy the football. Mourinho, 2nd place, couple of trophies. Van Gaal, trophy here and there. Had you guys playing some decent football, but finished just outside the top 4. You're trying to just even get back to that. And those guys, some of those guys were wanted out. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the fan base are like, if the fan base haven't stuck to those standards, because there are a good amount of fans that are happy to let Amorim have another window when he's pound for pound statistically been the worst manager. That's what I'm trying to say.
You know what it is though? My point from before was the fact that the reason why I said Estepinian for me will be dead for United. It's like, listen, United are shit. Let's just get that straight from now. They're in a bad place, and then they're not great. They're not a great football team right now. But we can't forget, like, this is still Man United. I know it's such a cliche thing.
In name.
I know. It's a cliche thing to say, but the reality of it is literally still United. So getting guys like Estepinian is even that guy from Club Brugge, that left back, the Kuiper. Even him, he's better than Estepinian in my opinion, and he can go United. United can attract him, so why not go for him?
Who?
That's my question.
Here's the thing, right? The only reason, and I don't disagree, the Cooper is a fantastic prospect. They land him; it's a great move. Okay, I don't disagree with you on that. But the thing is, right, is this league, right, is what they have to focus on, right? They have to focus here, right, in England. They don't have anything else. So you get, in my opinion, the way that you approach that, and I wanted my football club to do this when we were in 12th. Okay, this is how I wanted my club to move. All right, but the way that the way that I would have them move is to grab Premier League players that know the standard of the league. Okay, that way you're not getting this adjustment period from a young player like a De Coopers, right? Yes. You're not having this. I have to adjust to how the physicality. No, you've been here for 2 years, Estupinian. You don't get that time. You have to play and play well. That's it. Like, that's it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And like this is where my mind is at with the midfield specifically, because like with them, like they could go get Ederson, which is like, we all see Ederson play football. We've all seen it. He's a good footballer, right? But there's still that adjustment period that he's going to have to deal with, right? Like, it's a different league. It's a different physicality. He's going to get pressed a ton more. Like it's something he has to adjust to. Where if you got Sander Berge or one of the, or João Gomez, since they're both Brazilian, right? João Gomez, who is played in this league for now almost 2 years, you know what you're going to get out of that, right? You know the type of quality that they're going to come in and play with. And some of these guys that I've named play in the same 3 in the back system as Manchester United. So it's not even like this big adjustment period to the system either. You get in both adjustment period to the league, adjustment period to the system, and now it's plug and play. Get going.
I rate João Gomez.
This has been our issue for ages. This has been our issue for time, bro. We don't usually buy, like we do, but we don't at the same time. It takes us a while to buy Premier League proven players. We don't really do that, and that's been an issue for us going forward for time. We bought so many outsided players. They come in and they're not it, and it's not because they're dead. It's just sometimes they're not built to play in the Premier League, which is cool. You know, you can play in a different league. Anthony is an example. The guy's playing cold in Spain, but he's just not suited to the Premier League. Fine, but like, that's something on the recruitment side, and this is why I can't trust the recruitment, and this is why I get second thoughts.
You say that now, but the two main targets that you have fit what I'm talking about.
I was gonna say, you say you don't trust them, cause, but as of now, the links
now,
they're there.
The links that you're getting, and Wemo, you got Cunha over the line. That's what I'm talking about.
But this isn't the first time I've seen my club be linked to players. This isn't new. I've seen my club be linked to players, but we're more
talking about the departure of Bruno Fernandes, isn't it? Like, cool. Is it right now? Is it sell or keep for Bruno Fernandes? I've even put a poll in the chat, and I think the votes are 83% saying Bruno should be sold.
You got to sell, man. Because if you don't sell, the problem that you have,
they're saying 120 M's.
No, but Corey, that's the thing. The problem that you have without selling Bruno, not selling him literally means that you're going to build a new project around him. The guy's 30 years old.
That's dead. I'm not with that. That's dead. But at the same time, bro.
Why are you building a project around a 31-year-old midfielder who's just numbers? That's it.
Yeah.
Volume numbers.
That's dead to me. I believe Bruno should be sold. But do I think, when Bruno gets sold, I'm going to use that money to invest nicely?
No, but Corey, so
you've got to be in position to do that. You've got to be in position.
That doesn't mean okay, because I don't think my owners or whatever are going to use the money wisely. Let's just keep Bruno and continue down this road.
Yeah,
that's so far led you to 16. Do you understand?
You guys are hitting everything I would say. Everything I would say, you guys are hitting right on the nose.
Like,
you just got to be in position.
Some of the oldies. You still got a couple of them in there, the Casemiros. You got rid of Ericsson. Like, you got Bruno in there. You need to change this up. You know, Agate, I don't really rate him, but is what it is. Like, you need to change it up, bro. You need to change it up, and it starts with a sale of Bruno. You could push, and the good thing is, it's Saudi that you're working with, so you can actually push, and they will actually give.
You're
not going to be playing with pennies. You're not going to be playing with pennies. You can go and get an extra 15 M's on this deal,
bro. And here's the other side of it, right? You have Ben Jacobs said today you had 100 million to spend, and you already spent 60 on Mateus Cunha. Everything else, you need your team is so breadth of depth. You don't have no depth at all, right? Like, to the point where this is like, at this point, you're talking about necessities. You guys have necessities that need to be addressed, and you can address Bruno's position in a cheaper manner than what it is right now, than 120 million, right? Like, you don't have to spend 120 million on his replacement, period, right? Like, Period. You could replace him for something cheaper and build this team again, right?
Who would it be? Who would be the 10? Who
Whatever
would you get?
it is, right? But
What
you
for
have
me in the
now. But
Yeah, if Bruno wants to get sold, who
Bro,
would
I'm
it
having
be?
Cunha and Mbeumo.
Oh, so you wouldn't buy a new 10?
I would have Cunha and Mbeumo and invest in an 8.
Oh, okay.
But you don't even
That
have
makes
an
more
8
sense to
and you
me.
don't have no 10s. So what with the 40
Yeah,
million that
you
you have
don't really
left, what
play
we
with
doing?
a straight 10. So, you know, like we play with 2 10s. But that's cool because I play Cunha and Mbeumo there. That's why I'd take
LJ, even if you get paid in installments, you give the other clubs installments for what you pay for, so it evens out. So none of this matters.
Yeah.
You just need to get paid. You need to get paid from whoever's buying Garnacho, from us for Sancho, from whoever's going to pay for Bruno, and potentially selling Mino. Like, these are all things that you need to get paid for you guys to rebuild this thing, and it's not going to happen unless one of these things happen. Two sales happen at least. Two.
We'll see.
To be fair,
Let me get to the super chats as well. Let me get some of these supers in it.
Sorry.
No, it's gone. Go on, okay, go on.
Yeah, I'm just saying he's just quickly slightly become key now in Man United's transfer window. I think if they don't sell Bruno,
they have to sell to buy.
They have to sell. They have to sell him. They have to sell him.
Sunday becomes a stinker.
But they haven't got long, Casey. That's the thing. They ain't got long to the side.
They ain't got long.
They put a timer on.
One week. Yeah, they got 1 week.
If they
to the
can
side.
demand more money off them, they could probably demand more up front. I don't know if Saudi are looking to pay the full 80 up front or how it was going to work.
I just think you got to push them. You got to push them to do that.
But this is it. Yeah. This is
Corey,
what
they normally walk in with a brief. Here's briefcase money.
They might give you some cat that's like 60 up front on a mad thing, like so. That's 60 they can work with.
Wait, hold on. So United actually linked to Best Opinion. I just seen it now.
Yeah.
Oh, is that why?
I didn't bring that from thin air.
Oh, that's what
that's
I thought.
Real link.
I get you. Yeah, I get you.
That's a real link.
Yeah.
No, okay, don't act like that changed your opinion though.
No, because I just thought you might just pluck that out of nowhere. Whereas that's it. Yeah.
No, it was a real link.
Okay.
So big up Josh Harding goes breaking. Pep Linders has chosen to go to City. Big up Josh Harding for the super chat. We said that at the start of the stream as well. Kamal says, big up Kamal for the super chat. He says, I agree with Monts on this. Unfortunately, Corey, we need to take one step at a time and slowly build. I agree with Joey on getting Premier League proven players.
Yeah, bro. No messing around.
Says Kamal. Next, obviously, just moving away from Manchester United. But before we get to the next topic as well, 454 in the house right now, and we're currently on 151 likes. Let's try and get to 250 for the like goal for today. We've got too long left, so make sure you guys do smash the like button. Big up everyone in the chat as well. Liverpool have submitted their £110 million bid officially to buy Leverkusen. Florian Wirtz. Yeah, £110 million.
That is crazy, man.
Wait, one second. Let me just check Bruno Fernandes' stats in that first half season, quick, because that's the stats I'm expecting from.
No, Corey,
I'm expecting big stats from him.
Corey, I don't know if you saw the group chat yet. Me and he already.
That's what happens with marquee signings. What do you expect me to say? No, he shouldn't do that. This is marquee signings.
I don't think you would say that.
By the way, Mons, do you agree with that?
Yeah, bro. I expect Wirtz to be groundbreaking, bro. Like,
no, because remember what me and E said in the group chat earlier on: the 20 GA in the Prem minimum. Bare minimum.
He got what GA did he get last? He got 22 GA and he didn't have his best season in the Bundesliga. So I don't think that's
Bundesliga.
Wait, sorry? Kids, you say 20 GA in the Prem?
No, Corey, that's bare minimum that I expect.
That's 20 goals. 20 goals is mad. But 20 GA is not mad. 20 GA is not crazy, bro.
That's what he's saying.
20 GA is not that's like 10 and 10.
Yeah,
but
no, but that's what I'm expecting.
I'm like 50. I'm seeing Bruno got
50 what?
18, 12, 30 GA in 37. I'm gonna need to see at least 25 plus.
That's fine.
That's a step that for me. That's
difficult to do in his first season.
That's a 25 plus, bro.
This is what I'm
like, bro. You see this. You know what it is? Because before it was, am I even getting him? I ain't getting, like when Kears was going, what? Liverpool ain't gonna Liverpool. Like, bro, you see all of that. Now it's changed to, oh, he better. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I just
love how
that one transpires, isn't it? I love how that transpires. That don't bother me. Because at the end of the day,
world class, Montel. Is Wirtz world class?
I'd say just on the cusp. I don't think he's complete world class. He's just on the cusp of world class. He's got to prove it in the Premier League for me. In Liverpool, because he's been seen as a star boy for Germany. He's talked about on the same level or just a little bit below of Musiala. Some people think he's better than Musiala. So, but even Musiala,
I would not say superstar of Germany, mate. Trust me, I wouldn't say that.
All you
gotta do is look at the Neymar video.
Musiala and Wirtz are spoken about on the same level.
Monts, Neymar don't know
it. Wait, what Mont said was he's a superstar in Germany, correct? That's what he said.
No, he said superstar.
Yeah, and he compared him to Musiala. I'm
okay with that. I'm okay with that statement. I'm okay with that statement. Let me put it together for you. Okay? In Germany, there is a cult of fans who like white people. Okay? So for you to say that this guy isn't a superstar and for him to get the time that he's getting in the German national team, miss me with that, bro.
No, I'm not saying he's not a superstar.
In Germany, he's a superstar.
100%. But what Mont said was, he tried to compare him to Musiala and put them on the same. But
they are on a similar level.
I'm gonna break it down. When Neymar got asked in the interview, "Do you know Wirtz?" He said no, and then they asked him, "Do you know Musiala?" He said yes. So it's not the same.
Does have to do with anything?
What
does Neymar? Give it a rest.
Wait, hold on. You're trying to put them on the same pedestal and like the same superstar-ish type thing, but it's not. Because one isn't known by name and the other is. So how are they the same?
All right, kids. That's fine. If you want to go off of that, then that's fine.
I'm asking.
How about this? Wirtz has been better than Musiala for the last 2 seasons.
Bro, that's fine. But I'm just asking.
No, that's fine. Me.
Wait. I'm just asking why he didn't know. That's what it is.
No, that's fine. Me.
I'm asking why Neymar didn't know who he is.
Regardless of that. This is one of the top players in the world in the 10th position. That's the bottom line. It's one of the top players.
Top 5 in his position.
Oh yeah,
bro. How about this? He becomes one of the best 10s already in the Premier League. He's gonna have to prove it, but right now he's one of the best in the world.
Okay. By the way, the top 5
is Odegaard better than him?
Montel.
I've got a list. I'm gonna go through the list. Odegaard better than him.
Odegaard's better than him in the Prem, yes.
I didn't ask that question, bro. Is Odegaard better than him?
I don't know.
Is Odegaard better than what, Casey? Yes or no?
We'll see.
No, man can't even answer my questions.
If we can come in and score 15 goals, get 9 assists.
Is Odegaard better than Wirtz? If you think Odegaard's better, you're allowed to say that. Is Odegaard better than Wirtz? Yes or no?
Odegaard now? Wait. Odegaard now or Odegaard?
Is Odegaard better than Florian Wirtz?
Wirtz is on the high. Odegaard's on the low. Like it's very easy to.
So has Odegaard, Corey. So has Odegaard.
Understand?
Odegaard's only on his 3rd season.
Wirtz has had 2 good seasons in a row.
Exactly. So I'm asking you the question. If you think Odegaard's better, I'm moving on to the next 10. That's all I'm asking.
But you're catching Odegaard in a slippy season. You're catching Odegaard in the sleepy season and saying that makes no sense, bro.
Corey. Well, Corey, again. So what you want to? So you're saying you talk about now? You talking about right now? Then you want to?
Well, of course he's better than Odegaard now. Look at Odegaard's season. Look at his season. He's had a better season, bro. That's not hard.
I was just talking about overall. I'm talking about overall. Because I didn't want to specify.
Y'all gonna back the player, bro.
I think he is. I've watched enough of both.
You realize I'm going on to other players, like other 10s. So it's not starting with Odegaard. Do you think he's better than Odegaard? Do you think he's better now? Do you think he's better than Cole Palmer?
Answer the question, fam.
Cool, that's fine. Thank you. That's it. That's all I needed from John. Do you think he's better than Cole Palmer? No. Yes or no? Like you don't think he's better than Cole Palmer? Do you think he's better than Morgan Rogers?
Once.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know.
That one, fair enough. Not sure. Fair enough. None of our players. Fair enough. I think Morgan Rogers is very good in it. I rate Morgan Rogers in it.
We don't need to go and compare Wirtz to who this and who's that.
No. Casey. I'm asking. Words, Casey, because Casey's trying to do this. He's trying to act like I'm scared to see things or expect things, bro. But I guarantee you, man can't even give me a straight answer. So Corey, do you think Wirtz is better than Bruno Fernandes? Yes or no? Yes or no?
I don't. No.
Thank you. That's what I'm asking. So when he comes for me, I think he's one of the top 10s in the world. He's not top 5, maybe specifically, because I feel like there's a lot of good 10s in the world. But I think he's in that top 10 right now in the world in 10s. I think he's in the top 10 10s in the world. I think he's top 10.
How's he world class?
I didn't say he's world class.
He's never said
even on the brink. How is it that?
Brother,
he's won a title and he's won a title.
He won the league with Leverkusen.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But you said that he's not top 5.
He won the league with Leverkusen and also he plays on a similar level to Musiala. If you watch them both play, bro. Wirtz is a ridiculous player. He's a ridiculously good player. And the thing is, K, it's fine because you might not think he's this good and that good. But that's fine. I don't need your confirmation.
No, I rate him. I think he's good. He's a good player, 100%.
No one said he's not good.
Yeah, I lie. Like it's just
no one said he's not good.
Because I know with the high price tag, there's going to be expectation, but that's what comes with high price tag players. Comes with Rice, comes with Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, all these guys.
We don't even need to spell that out.
Yeah, all these guys. That's my point. So that's why when Corey said, "I'm expecting big things," brother. Of course, I'm expecting big things.
It like me. Of course. Watch. I watched Rice go Arsenal. I watched Rice go Arsenal when he single-handedly this season dragged them through games. I'll be honest.
Game.
No, not game. Game. More than one game.
Let's game.
So I'm looking at words, and I think 110 M's. It's like this is in pounds, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In pounds,
85 M's with 25 in add-ons. 85 M's with 25. Corey, 85 M's with 26 add-ons. 26 in add-ons.
Yeah, no one cares about the add-ons. I don't care about the total. Yeah.
85 M's. Even so, that's a lot of money. So of course he's gonna have their expectations on who he is. But at the same time, you're a good team. So naturally, I feel like he's just gonna he's gonna play well. But I need more than well because he's 110.
Well, of course, and that's what we're expecting, bro. Like you don't have to tell me that because we need to. I want to go retain this Premier League, and for a team that's just won the league, what a way to do it than spending big money on one of the top prospects coming through at the young age.
This is the first time I'm seeing you guys do that.
Exactly. Keys is always talking about no pull and all that. I'm sorry, but City got binned off, and Bayern Munich got binned off. So how's that for a little bit of pull? Maybe that's what winning the Premier League does.
Yeah, bro,
maybe
well done, bro. That was your first big move.
Love. Honestly, love.
Welcome.
And at the end of the day, we need to move like this if we want to retain. One thing that Pep done was move with the times. One thing that Fergie done was move with the times. If you want to dominate and you want to win multiple Premier Leagues back to back, something we've never done, you've got to move with the times. And I'd rather us go out and make this signing than kind of teeter on things. It's now deadline day and we're scrounging around for a 10 that's like could work, could not work, could we strike gold, could we not strike gold. My obviously first choice was Ryan Cherky, but do you know what I'm saying? The you know what I'm saying that obviously
how much was Caicedo in pounds?
115 in total.
Oh okay. So we
Branthwaite, by the way. There's like serious links to Branthwaite came out for us.
Oh, Branthwaite to Chelsea.
That'll be good.
That's a good signing still.
That's cool. That should have been your signing, blood.
Remember,
you remember linked to him bare last summer window.
Yeah, but it was too expensive.
They were pricing them out at
or some random thing like that.
They were pricing him so heavy.
But the reason why I was asking about Caicedo was that brings to my next question. How was Wirtz's mental profile? Because it's like, I don't think he understands, or I don't think anyone quite understands the pressure that's going to be on this youth, innit? So what's he like? Like, can he handle that? I don't know.
Well, the easy option was.
Just the question. I just want to know.
The easy option was for him to go to Bayern Munich, innit? That was the easy option for him. Go Bayern Munich.
This kid's a cold brother, bro. We're all gonna have to deal with this guy for the next freaking 5 to 7 years. Like, your midfield better be on point and ready for this kid because he's coming. Like, that's it. We got to deal with it, bro. Like, that's it. It's it. Our horses versus their horses. That's what it comes down to. I'm not gonna sit here and give anything about the kid because I've watched him enough to say any team that he goes through that has enough goal scorers, he's gonna thrive. Like, he's gonna thrive from just the amount of goal scorers that are around him. Okay, so like to me, this is like, bro, I'm not worried about what he's gonna do. I'm ready for those matchups of my midfield versus their midfield. That's how I'm looking at it. Because I rate my midfield as much as anybody in world football. And I'm sure you guys up at Arsenal do as well. So I'm not about to sit here and like say that Liverpool is not gonna do anything with this guy. I know how good this guy is. He's gonna be awesome. But please, let's see it against Caicedo, because that's what I want.
That's the level.
Yeah, for that, I hear it. Shout out Joel CP. He goes, I had to super chat because of Mont's waffle here. You don't watch the Bundesliga, Monts, and you know that this year, that this year he's better, but last year no. Musiala's been injured. That's the difference. Well, last year I'm talking about the year they won the league specifically as well. So the year they won the league, he was unbelievable that year. Do you know what I'm saying? And I said this year, Wirtz wasn't even at his scintillating best, and I said he got 20 GA. That's why I said to Corey, if you expect him to get 20 GA, I don't think that's a mad expectation, because that's like 10 and 10. 10 and 10, or even.
How long was he injured for?
Who?
Musiala.
Probably about, I don't know the exact extent of his injury, but he did get injured. He's played 25 games.
Yeah, that's
okay. Yeah.
So, but remember, I think there's 30, how many games there in the Bundesliga? How many?
34.
I think that's 34. So he missed 9 games, isn't it? It's 9 games through injury.
Yeah, that's a lot of games. That's basically a quarter of the season.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Joe as well says, panel, I got you. Months besides Europe, have you watched more than 5 full games of Leverkusen? Don't lie, because I know you know the answer. If we're talking about Leverkusen, I've seen them mostly play in Europe, especially when we play them.
Wait, man's trying to
go and do my research.
Yeah, man's trying to
bro, he could do all the pressuring that he wants to do, bro. I've watched Wirtz enough times.
20 plus games this year, 20 plus games last year of Wirtz. Thank you very much. I have it written down on my I have this ledger of all the games that I watched throughout the year, and I count how many games I've watched for each team at the end of the year for Bundesliga. So yes, I have every single number that I've watched for every single team this year. Okay. And yes, I've watched 20 games this year and 20 games last year of Leverkusen.
I watched 20 games.
25 of Frankfurt last year. So I know a bunch about you.
I can't say 20 games in it. Like, I don't watch Bundesliga that much, but I've watched more.
They don't have to attack you when I'm sitting right here with the knowledge that I have. That's all,
bro. My thing is that I've watched, from what I've watched of Musiala and what I've watched of Wirtz, I think Musiala is superior in dribbling, and I think Wirtz has got better decision making. So that's the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? So
they're not that far apart. The thing is,
no, they're not, bro. They're not, bro.
Musiala's had much more of a runway. He's gotten much more opportunities early on than.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it. That's the only difference.
Hey, chat. What was the point in that question, by the way? Like, there was still
trying to catch him out, bro. That's what Joel does. That's my guy. Joel.
You can do that. You can do that all he wants, bro. But shout out Daniel Crane. He goes, he's become a new YouTube member as well. Shout out Daniel Crane every single day. He's become a member to the cult. And CJ goes, Kiz is just waffling. If Wirtz joined Arsenal, man would be saying he's the best thing sliced bread.
Bro, I never once see this is what happens all the time. They're confusing my questions. Corey, all I've done was ask a question, and they're saying, "Oh, I don't." Bro, I rate Wirtz. I think Wirtz is cold. He's a cold footballer. I'm just asking a question. That's all I'm doing. Yeah, bro, man, I couldn't be kicked out on that. Bro, I'm just asking a question. I'm not. Nothing I said is delusional.
It's talking about Egal, innit? Arsenal, Egal, innit?
Yeah. That's calm. I never knew questions could be delusional. That's calm.
Egal is crazy.
Anyway, yeah, no. Listen, I do think it's a lot of pressure in it. But that's what happens with these signings. But as I said, I want Liverpool to be making these signings while we're at the top of our game. I don't want us to kind of be signing man that are like very 50-50 while you've just won the game. Liverpool haven't strengthened enough at the top of their game. That's my thing, you know what I'm saying? But Wirtz is looking like a crazy signing. That's a message to the rest of Europe, in my opinion. That's a signing that Manchester City would probably make. Because when Man City were looking, when it looked like Man City was about to get Wirtz or was looking strong, they were going to get Wirtz. Everyone was like, "Fuck's sake, oh my days, this is dead." All of that stuff in it.
Very true.
Yeah, man. So again, just because there's not a lot of them,
kids, I'm not even trying to grab you, but like you used that Neymar reference you used, yeah, like, bro.
No, wait, Corey. Corey. That was simply because because Monts referenced Musiala and Wirtz and put them on the same pedestal in terms of superstar. The key word was superstar, and I'm saying if you're that much of a superstar, surely Neymar must know you. Surely, that's not even.
I hear it. In a superstar sense, in like a fame sense.
And Corey, that's the key word that Monts said. That's why I was on it. If Monts
actually said superstars of Germany, if you
but Monts said superstars. That's it. You can't say superstar.
Like Neymar should know him.
Corey, and that's because Corey, if you asked him back in the day, do you know Arjen Robben or Ribery? He's saying yes, but he don't know who Wirtz is. No. And don't blame me. I never blame Neymar. Don't blame me.
Nah.
Like, that's what I was saying.
Don't blame me. Blame Henry.
Don't blame me. Blame Henry in it.
Like, yeah.
Listen. It is what it is. But you lot, make sure you're smashing the like button. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. We are gonna fly over to Coppish, so make sure you guys head over there and put BSB rate. You know what I'm saying. There's also a video that I've dropped on Frimpong, obviously doing a little bit of a stat breakdown and stuff like that. So make sure you guys are also having a look at that video as well. I'm going to pop it in the chat now. Guys, Joey, can you put your link in the chat as well, please? Just so you can subscribe.
Last thing, Monto, last thing. Congratulations, Trent.
Yeah, congratulations. You've done it, Trent. You've done it.
Congratulations. You're going to be playing in the Club World Cup. Joey, make sure it doesn't knock you out. No, them ones there.
Yep.
Wait, what? Wait, Chelsea in the Club World Cup?
Yeah, but win the Champions League, you might get to see that sometime.
Wait, how are you there? Wait, what?
Win the Champions League, you might get to see it sometime.
No, I'm not. I'm not still.
How do they do that?
You have to have won a European trophy in the last 4 years from when they made it.
Oh, okay.
So it was so Chelsea won it in 2021, right? Was it 2021, Joey? Yeah. You guys won it in 2021.
Oh no, fair enough, man.
But yeah, I think there's a lot of money if you win it as well. I think the money if you win it is decent.
It's good.
The bread. The only thing I'll say is the strain on players, bro.
You get 35 for just being in it. And if you get to the group stages, it goes up to 45. You get to the second round, it's like 50, it's like 50, 55. And then if you get to the final round, you win.
You said 1 billion price, please.
The only thing I'll say with that Joey, though, the players aren't getting a break, bro. That's the only thing I say about that.
No, I get it. We got a deep team too.
During, like, bro.
Yeah, we have a really
the Club World Cup, and then it's preseason.
Yeah, we got about 4, and it's us and City that are in it, so we both have to kind of do
that.
PSG, Juve, Intro, all in it. Even Dortmund.
Why are they there?
They're the highest coefficients in their league.
Highest coefficients in their league.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So a City in it then.
Yep, City won it.
And the one they won the Champions League the other brother, won it.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot that.
Oh, so that's why Real Madrid are willing to pay the 10 M's.
Yeah, they want Trent to play. That's exactly what it's for, K. It's to play.
That's actually what it's for. Yeah.
But listen, you lot, we're gonna see you guys in the next one. Obviously, if any news drops, I'll hopefully drop a video and I'll probably figure something out. We don't usually go live on a Saturday.
Who we got this weekend, boys? PSG or Inter?
Oh yeah, shit, yeah. Champions League as well. PSG or Inter, quickly. Score predictions.
I'll go PSG. Just so I can see I got knocked out by the winners.
Sorry?
Oh,
I think Inter are gonna stink it 2-1. I think Inter are gonna stink it 2-1.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I think PSG win it. Actually, I'm gonna go 2-1 PSG.
Yeah. Dominated England, now dominating the world, fam. PSG.
All right, you lot. We'll see you in the next one. I'm gonna say 2-1 Inter. Take care. So like and subscribe. Scan this. You know what I'm saying? Go get your VPN. 14 days free as well, and we'll see you guys soon. Love.